If you're watching this video, you either have a personal development or self-improvement journey underway, or it's just getting started. Either way, it's fantastic and I applaud you for it. Since I started my own improvement journey just a year ago, my health, attitude, activities, and general quality of life have all significantly improved. You'll notice a lot of beneficial changes in yourself along the way in terms of your thinking, behavior, and worldview. This is all great, and this is what everyone should be doing, because if you're not growing, you're just dying slowly. But in this video, the topic is clearly about the negatives of self-development. Are there even any possible downsides that a journey of self-development really have? Throughout my personal journey, I've noticed a few things as I continue to progress and expand my thinking, and I wanted to share them with you. So let's talk about it. Of course, all of us have different timelines, different methods, different battles, and different perspectives and beliefs. So my experiences and your experiences may differ. So the first downside that I have noticed is becoming too consumed on learning. Life is all about balance, and if that balance is broken, so will our life. But it can be fixed. It's just that too much of one thing can indeed be very bad. Even if you say that all these things you are doing are a good thing, anything that's good for you also has the potential to be harmful if it becomes too much. Balance in life is important, but I feel like I'm not the only one guilty of this. Too frequently, people become excessively preoccupied with taking in and acquiring new knowledge, since doing so makes them happy and offers them a dopamine rush because it makes us feel like we're progressing. I actually have done this for a while. I read a ton of books, watched a bunch of videos, listened to a lot of finance, self-development podcasts, but I realized that I still wasn't making much progress besides the knowledge I had. The issue is that power is not inherent in knowledge. It is merely a potential power and a contributing factor. The key to reaching your objectives depends on what you will actually do with the knowledge. As I continue on reading and listening and consuming those types of content, I have realized that I really haven't done any action on my actual goals and ideas. I forgot to walk the talk, meaning putting your words into action, showing that you mean what you say by actively doing it yourself. You will never reach the intended goal or actualize your dreams without taking constant action, despite whatever fear we may have of making errors or being condemned for beginning anything new. Here's a tip. You can begin on creating an action plan of daily chores that result in an outcome that takes you closer to your final goal by breaking down your objective into manageable bits. But keep in mind that a journey begins with a single step and progresses over a long period of time. This is not to say that you shouldn't continue to study and develop at the same time, but it is critical that you concentrate on doing action, since it is the only thing that yields noticeable results. The second downside I noticed is the possibility of you to start comparing yourself to others. We all know this line, comparison is the thief of joy. This will always be true no matter what. When you compare yourself to somebody else, you don't really focus on your work. All you think about is how quick you are or aren't. Seeing results compared to the other person, it's distracting and can lead to poor quality work. We waste precious energy focusing on other people's lives rather than our own. Comparison often results in resentment, and resentment towards others and towards ourselves. Comparisons deprive us of joy. So yeah, if we are on a self-development journey, we may be more likely to start comparing ourselves because of our slow progress. And that is one thing we should all watch out on. Be self-aware and immediately stop comparing yourself consciously and subconsciously. Here's a tip. Recognize that everyone who has accomplished anything you aspire to be has faced their own challenges and traveled a long road to get there. Instead of feeling jealous or envious, celebrate their accomplishment and take what you can from it. You will also succeed. Another downside of self-development journey is the feeling of loneliness. Yep, self-development is a lonely journey. Why? because being alone is one of the key components of growth and self-focus. The ability to be alone fosters creativity. You can listen to yourself in solitude and put all of your attention on what you genuinely want. Most times, distractions might occasionally change our thoughts and prevent us from thinking creatively, which is why being alone gives us this opportunity to reflect and discover our creative selves while we are alone. But what about our friends and family? Since the majority of people aren't into self-development, you may struggle to find people in your close circle that can relate to your newly found interests and ideas, which may make it a struggle for you to relate to them. You may be excited to share information or try new things, such as going to seminars, but you may encounter resistance or disinterest. Now, this is perplexing because you want to share information that has helped you and you believe will help others. But they're just not receptive, which is probably the main reason why people in their self-improvement journey feels isolated. But to me, I think self-improvement isn't actually a lonely journey. It was your environment. And if you change and start being better every single day, the time will come that you will find people like you. So just be patient. In every aspect of this journey, be patient. And speaking of patience, finally, the last downside I noticed is impatience. I feel that this is also a common thing people have during their journey of self-improvement, and not just me. As you try to model those who live the life you desire and you begin building the mindset needed so you can get there too, all you can think about is already being there. Visions of the finances, the body, the health, or the career stir feelings of frustration. It is good that you know already what you want to do with your life, where you want to be, and probably already have an idea on how to get there. However, time and action are now the only thing standing between you and your vision. A tip I can give you is to concentrate on the procedure and consistently doing the necessary actions to accomplish your goals. The outcomes will then come as a result. They may not occur in your desired time frame, but do not be discouraged. Always continue to take action, move forward, and embrace the process. So those are the downsides or the negatives that you may encounter during your self-development journey. So to make things clear, I'm not saying one shouldn't work on themselves, on their health, career, and mind because of these so-called drawbacks. This video is made with the intention of preparing you for what to anticipate if you are just beginning your personal growth. Additionally, I want my viewers to know that if you've experienced these emotions, you are not alone. I really believe that everyone should be improving themselves in some way or another in order to both enhance their own lives and the lives of people around them. This will include your friends, family members, associates, and even the strangers you don't know. That is all. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep taking action. Sincere wishes for a great life.